Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Roger Mosey, the Master of Selwyn. It's nice to see such a big crowd here tonight in the Quarry White House Auditorium, and even more people joining us online, so you are equally welcome too. Thank you for being there. And it's a special delight tonight to welcome our speaker, Shashi Tharoor, who is a former international civil servant, a diplomat, a politician, writer, and public intellectual, and one of the best-known figures in India. Now, he's here because he's written an excellent book about B.R. Ambedkar with the subtitle, The Man Who Gave Hope to India's Dispossessed. Now, I think it's fair to acknowledge straight away that many of you have heard a lot about Ambedkar as one of the great men of 20th century India, and his incredible journey from what was described in those times as being one of the untouchables into one of the most highly educated and influential figures of his generation. And this being Cambridge, we have many distinguished experts in our audience tonight. But others may not have heard of him at all, which would certainly not be the case with other leaders such as Gandhi or Nehru. And quite a number of colleagues here at Selwyn were educated into Ambedkar's significance by this event happening and by the book. And that may be one of the themes we discuss, why this disparity. We may want to explore that tonight. And emphatically, as a non-expert myself, I'm going to leave the questioning mainly to our audience. If you're online, you can email a question. I put it to Shashi, master@sel.cam.ac.uk. That's master@sel.cam.ac.uk. Or otherwise, we will test our throw microphone and bring in people here in the auditorium. And finally, from me, there is a Selwyn connection with tonight's event. David Daberdeen, an honorary fellow of the college, together with his colleague Dr. Roger von Svanenberg, who's director of the Pluto Educational Trust, they are here tonight, and they were involved in the commissioning of the Manchester University Press series entitled Global Icons, of which this book is the very first, Shashi tells me. And they're particularly interested in Dr. Ambedkar since the majority of Indians, more than 2 million, who were shipped in the 19th century as indentured labourers to the Caribbean, Fiji, South Africa, Mauritius and elsewhere, were Dalits and from the lowest castes. And Selwyn is happy to announce a 5-year programme of visiting bi-fellowships in indentureship studies, which will start next week with the appointment of Professor Gyotra Bahadur. And these fellowships will, we believe, be the first such at any university worldwide. And we acknowledge the role the Amina Ghaffur Institute has played in making those fellowships a reality. We thank Ramesh and Leela Narain this year, and Tulsi Dayal and Claudette Singh next year for their additional support. But now let's get straight underway with tonight's event. And Shashi is going to speak for maybe 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, about the book and why he wrote it. And then we're going to start asking questions, and I'd appreciate it if you get your questions ready. So, Dr. Tharoor.